Hi, this is Lisbeth, and this is the tip of the week. So, on this week's Facebook Live, I was talking about stress in dogs, and stress being one of the main causes of problem behavior. So, today I wanted to talk about another very important factor when it comes to stress in dogs and also problem behavior, and that is sleep, the importance of sleep. Because sleep for dogs is as important as it is for humans. So, have you ever woken up and feeling a little bit grumpy or just not feeling good because you didn't sleep well? I'm sure you have. If you're a human being, you have. And it can be the same thing for our dogs. So, first of all, we need to, before anything else, I think when it comes to behavior and what we provide our dogs with physical, mental stimulation, and all that kind of good stuff, proper nutrition, all of that, we need to also always consider their quality of sleep. So, we know that dogs have a different sleeping pattern than humans. Approximately 60% of their sleep is during the nighttime and 40% is during the daytime. And it's very common and very natural for dogs to wake up several times during their sleep to actually go around, maybe drink a little bit, maybe even eat a bit, and definitely to change places where they sleep from warm to cool, from soft to hard surfaces, and so on. Now, there are individuals, so I know you might have a dog that does not do that a lot. I've had many dogs, I've had 14 dogs, and they had different sleep patterns. But most of them did wake up several times during the night. So when I woke up in the morning, they were not sleeping the same place as when I fell asleep the evening before. So it's very important to provide them with the opportunity to do so. So that's another good argument for why your dog should not be sleeping in a closed crate. If you have a crate, please leave the door open or just take out the door altogether. So that's important. So when we don't get enough sleep or quality sleep over time, this does something to your body. It's actually dangerous not to get enough sleep and certainly not healthy. So ensure that your dog have proper sleeping and resting areas throughout the house, different places, not only one bed, but different places to be able to sleep. And it's the dog that's choosing where they sleep best, not us. So if your dog bed looks good, interior decorating someplace in your house, and your dog is not using it a lot, it might mean that it's not the best resting place for your dog. So might want to move that bed or add a couple of other beds or sleeping areas. Doesn't have to be beds, could be blankets, duvets, thick carpets, they like different stuff. So sleep is also important for us to be able to function in our daily life. So what happens if you don't get enough sleep or enough quality sleep is that our memory, that's some of the first things. It's sleep is good for our memory to remember things. So when you're doing any kind of dog training or dog sports, it's very important to focus or to be aware that your dog is actually needing some rest and sleep after your training sessions. And also, of course, for stress recovery, it's important. And in general, physical healing. So if your dog has an allergy or your dog is not well or has an injury or pain-related issues, it's even more important that they get good quality sleep. And the signs for a dog that is sleep deprived is pretty much the same as with humans. And it can be different things. It could be overexcitement or hyperactivity. Some things that we sometimes even misunderstand for the dog being very happy and just, high energy, but it could actually be because of sleep deprived. Irritability and frustration. Obviously, this is what happens, at least to me, if I don't get good quality sleep. Poor focus and inability to learn. So again, coming back to if you're doing any kind of dog sports or training with your dog and your dog is not focused, it might be because of the sleep. Sorry. Increased barking or any other kind of reactivity behavior could be the result of poor sleeping, and seeking out quiet spots frequently, but being disturbed. That's also something that can result in sleep deprived from for dogs, especially if you have children or other members of your family or even other dogs. Make sure that each dog gets the rest they deserve and not being woken up. That's why we always say that you should not wake up a dog that is sleeping, even if it's a cute puppy or senior dog, well, whatever age, but especially puppies, it's almost difficult to see them sleep and they're so cute and we just want to touch them, we want to cuddle them, but please don't. It's very important that we leave them alone. So, what can disrupt sleep? I have a few alternatives or a few examples. Too many activities, like training activities, different dog sports, daycare, um, dog parks, these kind of activities, too many. Constant stimulation. There's noise or just a busy environment for your dogs. It could be the kids, it could be anything, especially if your dog is fearful or sensitive. We have to consider that this is even more important to pay attention to. And of course, lack of a quiet, safe place to rest and to sleep. And then again, to be woken up while they're sleeping, to be disturbed. So dogs don't really put themselves to bed like we humans do. They don't know that. So we have to help them and we have to provide for good sleep. So I challenge you to prioritize rest and recovery for a while now and to observe your dog while you do that. First of all, ensure that your dog have a calm home environment with minimal disruptions. So if you have kids, tell them they're not allowed to disturb the dog when it's sleeping or resting. Don't do it yourself either, even though you have a very, very cute, beautiful dog. Regular routines includes downtime, doing nothing, and physical and mental stimuli as well. It's the balance that we have to get right for each individual dog. And a safe space and a quiet area where they can sleep undisturbed. So maybe if you suspect that you have too many physical um, activities for your dog, maybe it's the physical activities that's too much, like doggy daycare or dog parks or bringing your dog to different places too often for that dog, then change those activities. Don't stop doing anything with your dog at all. You need to do something, of course. But sniff walks and mental activities is a great substitute for those kind of busy physical activities. And also remember that sleep is an activity itself. Sleep and rest is very important, both for humans and dogs. And it took me 25 years to learn that myself, honestly. If I want to, and I do want to share my own experience, when I was 36 years old, I got a stroke, a hemorrhage in my brain. And after that, I needed more sleep and rest. Well, my brain wanted more sleep and rest, but the other part of the brain didn't feel that I needed it. So that was very difficult for me to accept that my body actually needed that kind of sleep and rest more often than I was used to. And it took me many, many, many years, too many years, to realize how important it was. So when it's that difficult for humans, and you know that dogs don't go and put themselves to bed as such, and they don't understand, they instinctively understand that they need to sleep and rest, but they don't really think ahead and discuss about this amongst themselves. So it's your responsibility, our responsibility to make sure that they get the opportunity to get good and well rested and quality sleep. So, sleeping and resting is also an activity. Remember that. And that it's a very, very important activity. And now, my homework for you, if you want to do this, is to try a little experience. For the next week, until next Friday, for example, try to prioritize sleep and observe any changes in your dog. So I'm hoping that this week's tip of the week is to make you more aware of the importance of good quality rest and sleep for your dog, and to actually observe your dog so that you can see and make sure that your dog has what is needed to provided to him or her to get that important sleep activity. And with that, this was quite a long long tip of the week, but it's such an important subject, so I just wanted to take time to talk about it. Have a very, very nice weekend, and I'll see you next week on Friday for a new tip of the week. Bye.